Girls in mechs. Need I say more? Two of the most amazing things in the whole world.
Full of power, wits, and especially cuteness.
Cute, but will put you through a bullet hell game the moment you get them on the wrong side of the ring.
With the shell to protect the pilot, they can pummel smaller, squishier foes to a pulp with one fell swoop.
I'm Dr. Crafty.
And I'm Nurse Worse. It's our job to investigate the pros and cons, along with similarities of the characters to get to the bottom of which character would be superior in battle.
Now let's settle this with a battle. Debate. Roll the footage. Hannah Song, better known as D.Va. Once known for being a professional gamer, turned into a mech pilot to fight in, for lack of a better word, a war.
What? That kind of seems like a bit of a jump in career choices, don't you think?
D.Va lived in South Korea when a huge omnig rose from underneath the East China Sea. It caused colossal amounts of damage to the coastal cities before going back into the ocean.
Right. And with that happening, the organization Mecha trusted gamers to pilot their mechs?
Precisely. The government saw fit that professional gamers in their ranks were of the same skill and reflex and instinct as the weapon systems of their mechs.
Are you freaking kidding me? So as far as her stats go, she has an unlimited amount of ammo within her mech's fusion cannons that have a constant fire rate of 6.67 rounds per second.
She also has boosters on her mech, being able to propel her forward up to 25 meters before being in need of a recharge. Usually said recharge needed is about 5 seconds. Even with the propulsion of D.Va's mech, she can simulate flight for a short extent of time.
Next, she has a defense matrix that can protect D.Va from most frontal assaults for a max time of 2 seconds, with only 1 second of receiving constant damage.
But the most OP thing about D.Va is her self-destruct, better known as her ultimate. That does exactly what it says on the tin.
It can kill just about anyone within a 10-meter radius, while still heavily damaging people within 20 meters radius.
She also can't be damaged by her own mech's explosion, even within that radius. And she can summon a new mech immediately after.
D.Va can use her micro-missiles while using the defense matrix, but makes the recharge time 8 seconds, taking a good bit longer before she can do it again. But while using these missiles during defense matrix, there is a speed of 40 meters per second and a fire rate of 11 missiles per second.
And to top it all off, D.Va's mech weighs approximately 3,000 pounds, and can carry Genji for an additional 250 pounds, even while in flight.
And of course, we could cover the mechanics of D.Va outside of her suit and her light gun. But we are only really comparing the mech's defense here.
Now, to talk of the cons of D.Va, while her defense matrix remains active, she can't use any offensive attacks besides the micro-missiles. And when depleted, the defense matrix takes 9 full seconds for a recharge. And even though we said we wouldn't really cover D.Va's out-of-mech form, she has no defense and very little health when in that state, making her very vulnerable. She does have a light gun, but in comparison to the weapons on her mech, it's lacking, shall we say. Overall, D.Va's a doll with a punch, and I love her. But not as much as Mechanica.
No, D.Va is clearly better.
Want me to prove that?
Yeah? I dare you!
Like, follow, subscribe!
Alright, Nurse, before we have these characters debate on who's better, I'll show you who's the best mecha girl.
Well, since you clearly helped me explain the pros and cons of D.Va, I guess I can help explain the pros and cons of Mechanica.
Excellent. Well, for starters, let's talk about all the lovely things with Mechanica. Mechanica is a special arms character, because she's the only fully human character in the game. She doesn't have spiral-like irises and has normal, non-springy arms. But that's okay, because she's still a cutie through and through.
No bias, Crafty! Stick to the stats.
Fine, jeez. Mechanica, like D.Va, is a mech pilot. Since she has normal human arms, her mech has the arms powers and the springy arms built in. But as for her backstory, Mechanica was always a huge fan of the arms matches, especially a fan of Max Brass and Ribbon Girl. But the problem was she wasn't born with springy arms. So, with her family-owned scrapyard, she taught herself how to disassemble machinery and how to understand their inner workings, putting together a mech with powers similar to those of the other ARMS characters.
Mechanica can lift her own weight with her mech easily into the air, with her mech weighing at a whooping 1,202 pounds. Along with that, she can remain airborne for 1 second using the jet boosters on the back of her mech.
With her mech's arms, she can grab opponents from approximately 30 meters away. And as for guns, she has a revolver that fires 3 shots at a time. They're slowish, but can damage the opponent heavily and even stun them in place for a few seconds.
Her regular homie automatically locks into her target and inflicts moderate damage. Along with that, she has a whammer attack that opens with a slow but powerful hammer attack. It takes half a second to wind up, but has the ability to cancel the opponent's attack if it's weaker than her attack.
She also has an ability to charge her arms by successfully dashing or blocking, making her faster and deal more damage. But that's only for 1 attack, so she'll need to recharge again before she can perform a charged punch again.
But if she puts her charging in overtime, she can unleash a rush, though she can also do so by dealing copious amounts of damage to the opponent, or using rush juice. This rush Mechanica uses can deflect oncoming attacks and deal copious amounts of damage with rapid punches.
But this can be interrupted with a well-timed attack. Overall though, this girl is a 15-year-old genius, being able to create a mech by herself and becoming one of the youngest to compete in ARMS as a result.
Maybe so. But let's talk about the cons of your precious Mechanica. With your help, of course.
Yes, let's.
To start off, Mechanica may be good at defending against most oncoming attacks and grabs, but she cannot attack while blocking, and her shield can only take so many hits before breaking and leaving her open and vulnerable for several seconds. And of course, the obvious kicker, her mech is made from junkyard parts, which can make it less powerful and efficient from a professionally tested and engineered one.
This feels like a segue.
Don't worry, D.Va. You're gonna do great.
I debate to win.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Come on, Mechanica! Show this mainstream teenager who's boss!
Yeah!
Alrighty, the combatants are set. Let's settle this.
With a death debate!
Hiya, Mechanica. I'm D.Va, a professional 19-year-old gamer piloting a war mech. What's your damage? I'm a 15-year-old genius that designed my own mech from scratch and have learned from experienced fighters that I've studied for years. Probably much more productive than when you were 15, increasing eye strain in front of a computer screen. I deal with more troll-like insults in the voice chat of my games. You think that's going to hurt me? While you still have the ability to fly in the air like me, I'm not only in the air longer, but I can travel farther and faster too. That's okay! I can just grab you out of the sky, since you can only fly as far as 25 meters, while I grab at about 30 meters. Then I can start pummeling ya. Well, I can just boot up my defense matrix to block the attacks you try to put on me, still leaving me at high health. Even if you manage to block, I still am giving you damage in a sense. And I can shoot at you, since I bet you're like me and can't attack while using your shield. Wrong-o! I can use my micro missiles while using my defense matrix, throwing you off guard. Oh, that's fine. I'll just have my charge meter at full at that point, if not more, and I'll rush you with my heavy-hitting fists. That's cute and all, Mechanica, but you must remember that even with all your punches hitting me, I'm a tank character. I can take a hit. Not to mention that, unlike your junkyard mess of a mech, I have a government-tested official mech made for taking down powerful enemies. Along with the time it took for us to fight for this long and my rapid shooting at you with my unlimited ammo from my fusion cannons, I charged up my ultimate. Self-destruct! Obliterating your mech and you into a million pieces while I'm in the middle of the explosion undamaged. GG. Oh. This is it. Come on, team.
Well, I say that went rather smoothly. Almost as smooth as your line work, Doctor.
No, don't kiss my butt just because you think you won.
Are you in that much denial that you think you still have a chance of winning this one?
Yes! Wait. Just go to the results. And the winner is... D.Va.
Yes! Way to go, D.Va!
I told you. I debate to win.
Well, you see, Doctor, it's quite simple. D.Va's mech is not only faster, it boasts stronger counters, defense, and is just the better built between the two. D.Va has way more battle experience, even if it's a game, or experience in the mech for longer periods of time, while Mechanica just kind of built hers from scratch, with the only testing being her own judgment.
I suppose you're right. D.Va does seem to have the advantage here.
With that being said... Love, D.Va.
Thanks for tuning in for one of our Death Battle specials of Dr. Crafty. Don't forget to pledge to our Patreon to see more of the show, and of course get some lovely goodies for you too.
And don't forget to check out our merch as well, where you can find merch of all the characters from the show. See you all in the next Death Debate!
To beat the ever-loving shit out of you. Oh, and you picked Mechanica too? Ooh, you're gonna get it now.